I saw the poster, I heard about you, where do you meet? And I give them all the information. And I assure them that the cardinal rule of our meeting is confidentiality. Whoever you see at the meeting, whatever you hear at the meeting, remains at the meeting. Despite saying that, people are hesitant to come forward. They are truly, truly hesitant to come forward. So to tell you a little bit about the organization, we predominantly Muslim-based, even though it's open to anyone else. We meet weekly and we offer counseling to recovering addicts and their families. So the uniqueness of our meeting is we have two groups which we run parallel, one for the addict and one for the support. Most of the meetings, the NA meetings and all of these other meetings, it's only for the addict. The support has no support at all. And this, I think, is the crux of where the success of the recovery would lay. Because without knowledge of how to support their recovering loved one, they don't realize that inadvertently they are enabling the addict because they don't have the correct tools in which to support the addict in recovery. And I'll give you an example. Somebody comes out of the rehab, so the family walks on eggshells around him. The mother would run the bath water, the mother would put the toothpaste or the brush for him. If she's, whatever meal she's prepared and that's not what he wants to eat at that time, she'd pop up and down, hop around him, and do something else that he wants. That's not recovery. That is not recovery. That's not support. Support is when you say to the addict, I'm here to support you on your journey to recovery. He can run his own bath water. He can, prepare his own meal if he doesn't want to eat what's there. That's not support. Support is when you are walking that rope with him in recovery. When you have a craving, you come and speak to me. You phone a sponsor. It's not what you do. That's not support. Unless they decide to come to meetings, they're not going to understand how to give that support.
Yes. Now, Sister Ayesha, also, I think, while we are talking of support, is sometimes as parents, we think we know it all. We think that we'll be able to cope, and sometimes we even adopt our own methods in trying to support our children when they are addicted to drugs. And that may not necessarily work out, because each case is different. Each case needs to be treated on its merit, and each case needs to be treated uniquely. And this is why when you talk about, your experience over 20 years, where you have a parallel meeting, and where you're bringing the parent and you're bringing the addict together, and sometimes, somebody else may see it from a different perspective, or another parent may have experienced something different, or similar as well. And there are lessons that we can actually take from each other.
100%. These meetings are priceless. They are priceless. And you also draw strength from the other parent. You suddenly realize, I'm not alone on this painful journey. This person's going through something worse. Suddenly you realize it's not only you that is suffering so deeply, there's somebody else whose pain is perhaps a little bit deeper than yours. It's absolutely necessary to attend meetings. Another thing I just wanted to share with you is that as you said earlier on, drug addiction has got devastating effects on entire families. And none of us have been trained that, if any member of your family becomes an addict, this is what you do. It just dawns upon you. It drops on you. And now you're just left not knowing what to do. And unfortunately, because we as parents particularly are so trusting, sometimes the signs are there, but we just miss them. He must be tired. He overslept. Or he slept late. He's not hungry. We make all these excuses because it's too painful to face the reality of what it actually is. And during this time, we are enabling the addict's addiction just to get deeper and deeper. And then the turnaround becomes so much more difficult. So I want to really say that the moment you notice something unusual, something abnormal, the eating patterns, the sleeping patterns, the isolation, start taking some steps there and there. the longer you leave it, the more difficult it is for the recovery to come back again. So, as I said, a cardinal rule of our meeting is confidentiality. I really want to invite everybody, whoever is listening here today, please reach out. Reach out, help is there for you. And as you said, as you know, there's a stigma in our community that who will see me, my neighbor may be at the meeting. Don't worry about them because they have the same concerns and fears that you have. A cardinal rule at our meeting is confidentiality. Not a word goes out of the room. We insist on that. Everyone is welcome to the meeting, no matter who you are. But the moment that contract is breached, you will not be welcome there anymore. So I really want to ask people, you can give up my number, brother, that reach out to us. We are in Crosby. During the lockdown, we've been doing some Zoom sessions, but that didn't do too well. So we've started face-to-face contact now for the last couple of weeks, and we are available.
Well, Sister Ayesha, Jazakallah for that. And I am going to give out your number. Your number is 082 630 5880. 082 630 5880. That's Sister Ayesha Hoorzook, trauma specialist and a counselor. And as Sister Ayesha mentioned, these meetings are absolutely crucial and will go a long way. And yes, 20 years in 20 years of basically in the process of supporting and assisting parents and drug addicts, and built a lot of experience over the years, and I'm sure it will be of benefit to many people who are suffering in silence at this point in time. Sister Ayesha, Jazakallah so much for that, for your time with us, and Allah accept, Allah reward your efforts, and we wish you all the best, inshallah.
Amen. I'm so grateful for this exposure, because we've been putting out flyers, we've been sending messages on groups and so on, and I'm hoping that this will reach a wider range of people.
Inshallah, Ameen. Jazakallah for that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam.
Ayesha Hoorzook joining us this morning, and that brings us straight on to 9 a.m. We're heading for the news. We come back a lot more from now right until 10 a.m. Stay with us.